night. We're going to layer these practices one on top of the other.
Mm.
So hopefully everyone has their pen and paper handy again. We're going to be checking in with our mental health rating out of 10. So if you were with us last night and you are on board with that, I'd love you to just take a grounded breath in, let it go, and just notice where you are on your own scale. Rating stress out of 10, anxiety, depression, overwhelm, overthinking, pain, any other symptoms out of 10, just so you can know in yourself where you're at. This practice is for you. Beautiful. So we'll just see if there's a few more people popping on and we will get to it. Fabulous. Okay, so as I've said before, you guys can be on screen or off screen. I've just muted everyone because you're gonna have your eyes closed most of the time anyway. So hello, welcome. Hi. If you've got your pen and paper handy, just to check in with your mental health and just notice where you are. How's your day been? How are you feeling? Has it been a big day? Rate those sensations out of 10. Beautiful. Welcome, everyone. I'm so grateful to have you with us for day 2 of meditating for mental health. My name is Cheryl, and I've been meditating for many years with many different teachers, but also with this beautiful community that we've created together over the last 6 definitely years, but and beyond. I've noticed that there is a huge changes in people's states of mental health with my clients, in people's families, in workplaces, in our children. And, really mental health pretty much touches almost every part of our lives. I've definitely noticed that through my own circle. So I'm curious to know if you guys have noticed that as well. So, but because of this, because of these big changes in how we are as humans at this time on the planet, we need more tools in our toolkit to support ourselves and the people we love to be able to release stress and anxiety and, all the different facets of mental health to support ourselves. So if you missed our session last night, you should have received an email with the recording. If you have not, please send me an email and I'll make sure that it comes through. Every night after our session, I will send through the recording. So if you're not able to make it in person, you can catch up and try and follow them through chronological order. Every night we will be adding another layer to our meditation. So by the end, we'll be getting quite deep in a lot of different practices. But really, this is only just scratching the surface. It's giving you a few different options of different techniques to try and see what resonates with you. Of course, with the recordings, you can rewatch the sessions that resonate with you the most. But yeah, I would love to see how everyone flows through the week of doing meditation. Just notice the changes. So, whether you're here for your own mental health and well-being or to support someone else, I'm so grateful that you made the commitment to move through these 7 days together, whatever that looks like for you. So before we begin, I invite you to have your pen and paper nearby. If you haven't already, I invite you to take a moment and just take a deep breath in, relax in your body. Let the day go and rate your mental health out of 10. So whether it's stress, anxiety, overwhelm, overthinking, low mood, physical pain, inflammation, pain can really impact our mental health quite a lot. So just take a moment just to write that down. And yeah, just use that same bit of paper every night just so you can notice the changes. We don't often check in with ourselves this way. How am I feeling now? It's a great question to start to ask ourselves so that we can notice what's happening inside of us. So last night we focused on the breath, and really the breath is the foundation for me of any meditation practice. When we slow our breathing down, and that just means that usually we inhale slowly and then we exhale slower than we inhale. What happens when we do that really slow exhale, and there's so many different breathing methods. We've like I said, we've done some counting where we counted the breaths last night. What happens when we slow that exhale down and slow down our breath is it helps to switch off that fight and flight mode and allows our body to heal, rest, digest, and recover. We can't heal when we're in fight and flight. Our body doesn't have the energy to do that. Its energy is going into the mind and into the extremities to run away from danger. That's what fight and flight is. And so the opposite of that is rest and digest, coming into the body, allowing the body to feel safe. And so really our breath is one of the tools. It's like a key to unlock that door to our inner self so that we can let our body know with our breath that we're safe. We wouldn't be taking these deep, slow, relaxing breaths if we were in fight or flight, being chased by something and running to save our life. We wouldn't be breathing slow and calm. So this is how we can tell our body to slow down. The energy can go towards healing. We take about 20,000 breaths a day, as we spoke about last night. So the more focus we can bring to our breath and slow it down, the more we can tap into the body's own innate healing abilities. So tonight we are going to also add the next layer to our practice, which is setting an intention. To me, setting an intention is like aiming, your bow and arrow at what you want to create. If you don't have a target, how do you know where you're going? So setting an intention, it gives your mind and your body clear direction and on what you're focused on. So for example, your intention that you might set could be just to feel calmer or to quiet the mind, to reduce stress or pain, to allow this feeling of calm that you could create during the session, to allow that to carry you through till bedtime. To feel more emotionally balanced when you're speaking with your family or your kids or your loved ones and not go into a state of reaction or overreaction. To sleep better. There's lots of different intentions that you could possibly set. So I would love you just to explore that really briefly now. Is something coming to mind as I was reading those few examples out of what intention you could set for this session tonight? So if you're not sure, then even just to feel a bit calmer, maybe your rating for your stress was 5 out of 10 tonight, and you'd like to bring it down 1 or 2 notches. That's a beautiful intention. So just write that down under day 2. What's your intention for the session? And when you have written that down, I invite you just to pop down your pen and paper. I'm just giving you a minute just to finish writing that out. My intention is to feel more calm, to feel more present, to feel safe in my body, to feel healthy. Beautiful. So I invite you to settle in now, putting down your pen and paper. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths into your belly. If you're sitting up, I invite you to put one hand over your heart and one hand over your lower abdomen or your belly button, whatever feels comfortable for you. And if you're lying down, that might feel nice and safe. It is kind of nice to tap into our physical body in that way. Letting your eyes gently close and allow your physical body to relax with every exhale. Letting go of your day, letting go of our conversation, and taking some nice, slow breaths in to the belly, feeling the belly expand under your hand. And as you exhale, feel the tension just melting away. Relax the body. Another deep, slow breath in your own time. Really feeling your body and slowly letting that breath go. You may feel even to sigh out your exhale. That feels often really nice. Let the body go. And if you notice through this session that your mind is distracted or wandering away, I invite you to come back to your intention. Bring your intention back into your mind and bring your focus back to your breath. So nice slow inhale and relax with every exhale. I'm going to invite you to bring your focus to the top of your head. Let your head relax with the next exhale. Let your mind settle any tension in the head. Let it go. Your next exhale, allow the tension to leave your eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Relaxing your jaw, your tongue. The next exhale, relax your neck, shoulders. Just let the tension melt. Bring your focus down to your right shoulder, allowing it to relax. Right bicep, your right elbow, forearm, wrist, your entire right hand and each of your fingers, starting with the pinky, your ring finger, your middle finger, pointer finger, and your thumb. Feel the center of your palm relax. Inhale as you bring the focus to your left shoulder. Exhale as we flow down the left arm, relaxing the bicep, elbow, forearm, the left wrist, the entire left hand, and each of the fingers from the pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb, center of your left palm. Relax. Bring your focus now to your heart. Exhale. Relax your heart, your lungs, your diaphragm. Relax your internal organs in your abdomen. Let go of any tension in your upper, lower abdomen. Relax your hips. And bring your focus to your right hip as we flow down the leg, relaxing the right thigh, knee, calf, ankle, the entire right foot, and each of the toes from the smallest, the first toe on the right foot, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, your big toe on the right foot, the entire sole of your right foot. Notice if you feel any tingles, any electricity under that right foot. As we inhale, we bring our focus to the left hip. And exhale as we flow down the left leg, the thigh, left knee, the calf, left ankle, the entire left foot, and each of the toes from your smallest. First toe on the left foot, second, third toe, fourth toe, the big toe on the left foot, and the entire sole of the left foot. You may notice some tingles, electricity, energy on the sole of your foot now. Take a deep, slow inhale, and just see if you can relax your entire body even more when you exhale. Bring your attention to your mind. And let your body float. Notice any sensations in your body. Just be aware of any pain, any tingles, any bits that hold tension. And on your next inhale, just breathe into that part of your body. For example, if you have a sore left knee, then bring your breath to the left knee. Breathe in and out of that location, just for a few breaths. And notice if the sensation changes. Remember, your body knows how to heal itself. If you have a cut on your finger and you put a band-aid on it, and then 4 days later you take off the band-aid, the cut has disappeared. The same can happen for your stress, your anxiety, your pain, your health conditions. The body knows how to heal itself. We might just need to get out of the way. So really let the mind rest. Allow it to get out of the way of this healing change in your body. Notice the difference as this fight or flight energy takes over. This calmness feels like a warm hug, a relaxation. It could be that you feel like you are ready to drift off to sleep. Just stay with this feeling for a few more breaths. The more we come back to this place, this conscious breath, the more it becomes our baseline, our new foundation, a reset. And using your breath, you can come back to this place at any time when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling anxious, when you can't sleep, when you're in pain. Notice how this changes everything, opening the door to healing. Notice if your mind is having a conversation or not. When we can observe our mind thinking, we can start to notice its patterns. Most of the patterns are usually in the past, thinking about the past or thinking about the future. So notice if you have any thoughts coming into your mind, then allow yourself to bring your focus back to your breath, back to your intention. Just for a few more moments. You deserve to be healthy, happy, and well. You get to run this ship. Only you can choose your mental state. And by having these beautiful tools to help unlock this part of you so that you can create a new state of balance or a renewed state of calm. This will change everything with your health and well-being moving forward. It is in my highest wishes for you all that this is the case. So bring that intention to your mind one last time as you take a very deep, intentional, conscious, slow breath in. And relax as you slowly let it out. Just notice and check in with your number out of 10. We've only meditated for a few short minutes. Has this practice changed your number tonight? Make sure you write it down when you come back from this place far, far away so that you can notice how you feel and what changes you felt during this session. I'm so grateful that you joined us, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow night. Be abundantly well. Take another deep, cleansing breath. Really sigh that last one out. You might want to wiggle your fingers and your toes as you come back to your body, back into the room that you're in. And in your own time, you can open your eyes and write down your number and hold that intention in your heart for the next few hours, and perhaps the last thing that you think of as you go to bed tonight. Just bring that intention back to the surface and see if it's manifested. Deeply grateful for you all to be here, and I look forward to deepening this practice again with you tomorrow night. Love to all. See you tomorrow.